Hey guys, Will here, and with our friend Link,
Hey guys, how you doing today?
and we're gonna be
This,
doing. Oh, I'll let you talk. Go ahead.
oh no, you can.
Oh,
We're gonna be looking at the Disney Investor Day for specifically Lucasfilm, which is Star Wars, and this is our first video, I think, isn't it?
yeah, it's
Besides
gonna.
the one we already did.
Yeah, it's gonna be the first one besides the introductory video on our new channel.
So if you're coming to watch this, welcome to our channel. I hope you enjoy it.
I gotta say, we're me and Lincoln here are both very polite people, so if we talk over each other, we like to be nice about it, like you just previously heard. So yeah, pretty much what Link said. We're just gonna be watching a video, and then we're gonna be watching the trailers for all the Star Wars stuff that was
Oh,
just
and
announced.
and we've stayed away from everything. We know stuff is coming out. We just haven't watched any of the trailers, just because we want our raw reaction to them.
Yes, we wanna have pure raw reaction. Don't want to have any of that fake stuff going on. Because we're gonna have our first impressions, and that because I know you and me, Lincoln, are gonna like impact each other's impressions also. So
That's very true.
okay,
All right, I'm excited.
yeah, I am too, good sir.
Today I'm excited to share with you that John and Dave are concurrently developing two new spin-off series exclusively for Disney+. One, The Rangers of the New Republic, and the other featuring fan favorite Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka
Set within the
Tano.
timeline of The Mandalorian, these interconnected shows, along with future stories, will excite new audiences, embrace our most passionate fans, and will culminate in a climactic story event. The next chapter will debut on Disney Plus Christmas of 2021. One of the most exciting and ambitious new series we have coming to
What?
Disney
That's
Plus
so
in
late.
2022
Yeah,
is Andor, a tense, nail-biting spy thriller in the Star
Cassian
Wars
Andor
universe,
from Rogue
coming
One.
back.
created by Tony Gilroy. Tony's incredible success with the Bourne Identity films distinguishes him as
Oh, he
one
made
of
Bourne
today's
Identity?
best creators
Oh
of the
no,
modern spy genre. We
that's gonna
couldn't
be a
more
good
thrilled
movie.
Oh,
to
it's
have
gonna be
him
a
at the
spy
helm
show.
of this
My
new
spy show,
series
yeah.
for Star Wars.
That's gonna be really
Cassian
awesome.
Andor
will
is a
be
spy,
back in the
so
role of rebel spy Cassian
Yeah.
Andor from Rogue
So,
One,
I
and
guess
he
there's
will
gonna
be
be
joined
a
by a fantastic new cast
climactic
that
event where it's like
includes
all the
Stellan
shows come
Skarsgård,
together.
Adria Arjona, Fiona Shaw, Denise Gough,
Ugh, what's wrong with
Kyle
that?
Soller, and Genevieve
I don't
O'Reilly
know.
The
as
edit
Mon
for that
Mothma.
first lady.
We
Oh,
just
Mon
began
Mothma's in it.
production in London 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Last
Yeah.
August
That's
at
pretty
the
good cast.
D23 Expo in Anaheim,
Oh,
we announced the return of Ewan McGregor in the iconic role of Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi for a special event series
this is the
on
thing I'm
Disney
most
Plus.
excited about.
It's a special
Obi-Wan
event
Kenobi
though.
begins
It's like
10 years
really
after
limited.
the dramatic events of Revenge of the Sith,
10
where he
years
faced
later.
his greatest defeat, the downfall and corruption of
His
his
defeat?
best friend and Jedi apprentice.
I wouldn't
Anakin
say he
Skywalker
lost.
turned evil Sith Lord Darth Vader.
I wouldn't say he lost either.
Our fans will be thrilled that Hayden Christensen will be returning in the role of Darth Vader. This will be
So, that's
the
pretty epic.
rematch of the century. The series
That is awesome.
directed
He
by
stayed away
Deborah
from
Chow,
acting for a
coming
long
off the
time.
great work she did
That's
with
because
us
everyone was
as a
crapping on him.
director on season 1 of The Mandalorian. Production will begin in March of next year. During our first year on Disney Plus, our animated series
Oh,
Star
Bad
Wars:
Batch.
The
The
Clone
Bad
Wars
Batch is
saw
in the last season.
tremendous
You haven't even
success
finished it yet,
with
so
its epic seventh
No, I
and final
haven't. I need
season.
to.
Building on the legacy of the Clone Wars, our new animated series, The Bad Batch, follows the Specialist Commandos of Clone Force 99 as they embark on new missions in a rapidly changing galaxy. This is The Bad Batch. Star Wars Visions will be a series of animated short films celebrating the Star Wars galaxy through the lens of the world's best
This is gonna be
anime
cool.
creators.
I,
Anthology collection will bring
Yeah.
10 fantastic visions
I read a bit into
from
it.
several of the leading Japanese anime studios,
Oh,
offering a fresh and diverse
hear that,
cultural
Lincoln?
perspective to
Star Wars anime. There you go.
Lando
Star Wars
Calrissian
anime.
is the galaxy's smoothest, most
Oh yeah, the
notorious
Lando show is
scoundrel,
coming out.
and he'll return in a brand new event
Is
series
Childish
for Disney
Gambino
Plus.
gonna be?
Justin
Lando?
Simien,
I think
creator of
I
the
think Donald
critically
Glover is gonna be
acclaimed
it.
and hugely popular Dear White People, is developing the story with
Dear
us
White
now.
People.
A massive Star Wars fan himself, Justin has put together a reel to give you a sense of the style, tone, and irresistible swagger of our upcoming series, Lando.
I mean, Lando is pretty swag.
Leslie
He's
Headland,
got the swag.
Emmy-nominated creator of the
Lando's
mind-bending
awesome.
series Russian Doll, is a boldly innovative filmmaker bringing her new Star Wars series to Disney+. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take us into a galaxy
Mystery
of
thriller.
Night
shadowy
Sisters?
secrets and emerging dark side powers
Night Sisters,
in the
I bet.
final days
Well,
of
is
the
it
High
emerging
Republic era.
High Republic era?
As
So
we
that's
continue to
emerging
develop new
emerging dark
stories,
side
The
powers. and-
intersection of animation
So
and
it's a
visual
Sith
effects
thing
offers
during the
new
High Republic.
opportunities for us to explore.
That's kind of
Lucasfilm
weird.
Animation will be teaming up with our unparalleled visual effects team ILM to develop a special Star Wars adventure for Disney+.
droid story.
A droid story. This epic journey will introduce us to a new hero guided by our most iconic duo, R2-D2 and C-3PO, on a special mission known only to them. What could possibly go wrong?
So there's gonna be a new
Our
character.
Star Wars theatrical slate is pushing forward into a new future era. As we announced recently, we're currently developing a brand new Star Wars feature with acclaimed filmmaker, Academy Award winner Taika Waititi.
Hey.
Taika's approach to Star Wars will be fresh,
That's good. He's a
unexpected,
good
and
director.
unique. His enormous
He's a
talent
good director. I
and sense
just
of
don't think
humor
he's a Star
will
Wars
ensure
director.
that audiences are in for an unforgettable ride. He's currently hard at work writing this next adventure. And to close today, I couldn't be
Oh, he's
more
writing it
excited
too.
that our next Star Wars feature film will be directed by Patty Jenkins.
That's the
Oh, Wonder
Patty,
Woman.
director of the
yeah.
Wonder Woman franchise, will bring her inspired vision to Rogue Squadron. This story will
So,
introduce a new
is that based
generation
off
That's
the
gonna be
game,
awesome.
or-
That's gonna be.
as they earn their
That is a
wings
game, isn't it?
and risk their
Yeah,
lives
that's the name of
in
the
a
new game.
boundary-pushing,
So I
high-speed
don't think it's
thrill
based off the
ride.
game. It's probably like similar
The
to it.
legend of Rogue Squadron has been long beloved by Star Wars fans and will move us into a future era of the galaxy. Rogue Squadron will be released in theaters Christmas of 2023. As you can
2023.
see, this is a new era for Star
I
Wars.
hate how they
and
announce
Lucasfilm.
stuff like
With
that.
expanded
Indiana
opportunities,
Jones.
continued innovation, high quality
Indiana
Children of
Jones.
Blood and
and
Bone. Yeah,
cinematic
Indiana Jones.
experiences like never before.
Don't know why those are there.
Because Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
All right, reaction.
That showcase. Okay, so the video we're watching did skip like stuff in the middle of it. It just went to each of the announcements because we're gonna be watching the trailers, which they probably
Oh,
showed
okay.
during it. You know. I think. I mean, it's getting me excited because I think a lot of those shows are gonna be really good, especially if you have like Dave Filoni and Taika Waititi. I think is how you say his name, or Taika.
Yeah.
Then
He
they,
plays Quark.
yeah, he does a lot more than that. You know, he also directed.
I know he's a really
Ragnarok.
good director. I know.
I think. Oh yeah, he was also the I forgot what the droid was, but he's actually the droid in Rogue One, also.
K2SO?
Maybe that's his name. I forget the one
Is that his name?
the one that's with Cassian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know if is it K2SO4 or K2SO? I don't even know. Something
Yeah.
like that.
It is something like that. So I mean,
Um,
I'm pretty excited for it.
I'm excited.
I think, well, depending on how this Wonder Woman movie turns out, I think that'll tell us if the Star Wars movie is going to be good. The one that's being directed by.
I think she's gonna do. I think. Yeah. Sorry.
No, I was pretty much done. I was just saying that's kind of like I
You
think it depends on how well this Wonder Woman movie does, how she's going to do.
Yeah, I think she's actually gonna do well. I think that's gonna be a really dark horse within the whole universe. Like, I think that one's gonna be really exciting
And
because of her.
I was
I
gonna say there's the
don't-
other feature too. I forgot what it was already.
I know you're good with what's his name? Crap.
Taika.
So hard. Taika Watiti,
Just say
right?
Watiti for short. Watiti.
Uh, I think a big problem within this whole Star Wars thing is the directors. I do not like most of the directors that they picked.
You don't like J.J. Abrams?
Well, no, because they didn't. Did they show him in this?
No, but he's the one who directed.
No, he's all right. He wasn't the one that messed up that franchise. But we can talk about that a different day. I'm talking about the directors they picked for the shows. I don't think they're going to be very strong directors. Um, what I was hoping they would do is make Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau the head of Lucasfilm to oversee that. But it still looks like Kathleen Kennedy's involved, which sucks. I just don't think very strong directors. That's my opinion. Good
Oh,
shows, not very strong directors.
I feel Dave and John are gonna have a say in all those, though. You know, I feel like they're definitely gonna be.
Yeah, but then
Although they're not directing it though; they're just giving like their input probably on it. You know, but it's ultimately the director.
yeah, so I don't think the new Star Wars story by uh you can say his name for me.
Taika Waititi.
Okay, you're much better at saying names than I am. But I don't think that's going to be very good. I did not like Thor Ragnarok. I know that's an unpopular opinion.
Whoa! How
It was
dare you?
just kind of a dumb movie with too many jokes and it was kind of pointless. That's my opinion. But hopefully it'd be better. I definitely think they could have picked stronger directors. That's my takeaway from this. Good shows need stronger directors.
So if we go over the shows, there is Rangers of the New Republic. Let's go over like initial input, then we'll look at the ones that have trailers for them, because some of them don't have teasers or trailers. So let's go over
And
each
we'll
of them.
talk about the ones that don't. Okay, makes sense.
Well, we're gonna be talking about all of them, and then we'll go over the ones that have videos and teasers, and then to give
All
another
right,
input.
let's do that.
So Rangers of the New
Okay.
Republic is the first one.
Rangers of the New Republic. So the New Republic is what we currently have in Star Wars with the Mandalorian, right?
Yes, it's. They said that Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka are gonna be taking place during the Mandalorian also, and that I think they said they're gonna make like a series event thing, or like all three of them meet up or something like that. I think,
Um,
or unless I misheard her, because I thought that's what Kathleen said.
if they do that, I think that's something not very good because that's too much. In my opinion, I mean, there's different levels of fans, right? So, for example, when I was watching The Flash, I watched The Flash and Arrow. I love The Flash and Arrow. But if I didn't like Supergirl, I'd have to watch all three to understand the whole universe when they'd have a event such as Crisis, right? So I think that's not a good decision on their part if they do that. Rangers of the New Republic, as for what I think of the show, I don't know. I feel like it could be strong, but the New Republic era is just kind of weak in general, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, this could give
Just
an
because
insight into the New Republic, though. You know.
for sure, you definitely learn a lot, but that era is just kind of weak, especially if what now is in canon with the First Order. Um,
Yeah.
they definitely took a huge power grab, and it definitely would show the downfall of the New Republic. But in my opinion, they should have gone with the Old Republic. That would have been much better and that would have been well received.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about this yet because we'll get down to it. But the Acolyte takes place during the High Republic, so that's interesting. But so they're doing a different era than anything before in that one show. Probably based on how well that show does, it'll determine if they go to the Old Republic or the High Republic again. But yeah,
So, what do you think of Rangers of the New Republic?
I think the name's cool.
I think the logo is cool too.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting because are gonna be able to see like just like Rangers. You know, they're not Mandalorians with overpowered armor. I hope there's a lot more
Yeah.
like they humanize the characters more. You know, like they
You
make it
know what I
more
hope they
perspective wise. You know what I mean.
Yeah. You know what I hope they don't do? Like, I've seen most of the Clone Wars. I'm just rewatching it right now, right? So I can watch the new season, but that's taking forever. Um, the Clone Wars is too political. They get into too many political issues within the Star Wars universe, and it's just kind of annoying. It's like I don't care. I just want to see Anakin kill people, you know,
You don't
or
care about
whatever.
why the Separatists left and how they're actually the good guys. I have a friend who makes a very good argument for the Separatists.
We're about to make a video on that.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I
it's
could
just
possibly
like
get him in here.
it's just I did not like that part of Star Wars because it's you can debate policies. Policies are policies, but that's not what Star Wars is like about truly, in my opinion.
hmm So you don't
So
want them to be like having like government, like you don't want
I mean,
like the
somewhat, so I
politics
can
of the New
understand the
Republic
universe.
to be
I
too
just don't
much
want the.
involved.
Oh,
Right? Am I getting
yeah,
that right?
sorry. Yeah, sorry, I was talking over you a little bit, but yeah, I just don't want it to overshadow other things. Like, I'd rather an action, sort of show than a um action show that's driven by political means. Not our world political means, but the Star Wars world politics. Like, I don't know, because that's kind of interesting. It is interesting to see the Star Wars politics take play, but that's
You would just see like the leadings up to World War II.
yeah, that's just a really like niche topic, I'd have to say. I don't think a lot of people would like to see that.
Okay.
But maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
I feel like there's a good amount of people that would be interested, but not as much as like the other stuff, like kind of like what you were saying. I think you're
Yeah.
I think you're underestimating the amount of politics people like in the Star Wars universe, but I do feel like it is a smaller niche of a group than
Yeah, I definitely probably am underestimating it. It's just not what I like about Star Wars, I should say.
yeah, I see that, I understand.
Entirely. I mean, I do, but I don't want it to be overbearing. Let's just say that.
Okay, so the next one's the Bad Batch. You have not like we've mentioned already like 1,000 times. You have not seen the final season of
Yeah, but
Clone
the
Wars.
Bad Batch appears in season 3, the beginning of season 3, don't they? That's the Domino Squad,
No,
right?
what?
No, it's a different Bad Batch. Okay, season 3 has an episode. It's called the Bad Batch.
Yes, but they're not. That's not the Bad Batch.
That's not. They're not the same because
Well, I
I
mean,
know
everyone in
all of
Domino
them
Squad.
die.
Yeah.
They die.
Well,
So like, I didn't know
yeah.
if it was an extension
No
of
spoilers.
something.
Well, it's like the Bad Batch is these four clones that are like like they're defective, but their defects give them abilities that regular clones shouldn't have. You know, so they're useful in other ways. So they're put in like this like squad of misfits. And the
Oh,
squad of
so
misfits
it's
can get jobs done that other clones and other units can't do. So they're sent in
so
on
it's
suicide missions all the time.
so kind of like the Domino Squad.
I I wouldn't keep linking the Domino Squad with the Bad Batch though, because they're not defective clones, you know?
Defective meaning
Well,
they turned away from
you
the
know,
Republic, or
no, it's
defective as in terms of
genetics.
they genetics. Okay, okay.
Like they're like a genetically a Bad Batch, where the Domino Squad was just like a Bad Batch because they weren't like living up to the standards.
Well, no, technically they were genetically a Bad Batch too, and that's what made them different. You should rewatch that episode. That's a really good episode. I think
Well,
that's
I
an
know
underrated
Droid
episode.
Bait is Irish for some reason. That's
Yeah,
that's interesting.
but it's because the DNA has been stretched so far from Django, and there's no Django anymore. You know?
Yeah, but like I wouldn't necessarily call them like well they're definitely not as bad of a batch as the Bad Batches. I mean they're
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean they got some crazy abilities for sure, for sure.
So, what do you think about it?
I'm interested because it takes place like after Order 66.
Oh, that's awesome. So you'll see the
So,
501st, and they're like
I mean,
serving
this is
under Darth
the
Vader.
transitional period. So,
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting to see
that's
that.
awesome.
And it's in Clone Wars animation. So,
That's awesome.
yeah. So I'm pretty
Is it
excited
gonna be
for it.
the new crappier Clone Wars animation or the old Clone Wars animation?
Well, it's probably gonna be the newer.
I hate that style. It's like slightly off. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I think it's made to look more like Episode 3, you know?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Um, that sounds exciting because you always like you'd hear about the 501st serving under Darth Vader, so you might get to see some of the 501st serving under Darth Vader as his personal unit.
Yeah. So, let's move on to the next show.
Let's skip this next one. Let's skip this one.
You don't-
Let's save
you-
this one for last.
You want to save that one for last. I think we're talking about the same one, right?
Yes. Yes. The
Okay.
one we're both really excited about.
Okay, so we'll save that for last. Let's go to Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. What do you want me to say about Ahsoka?
I mean, I don't really like Ahsoka as a character. I think
Yeah.
you're kind of with me with that.
I'm kind of with you like that because she's okay, just very overhyped.
Yeah. So, but the Ahsoka show, it has Thrawn's gonna be the bad guy. I'm pretty sure, right?
Thrawn, Thrawn is a good bad guy. I don't know if
So,
he is the right bad guy for Ahsoka though. That's
well,
my problem.
Ezra is probably gonna be in the show too, then, right? I would assume so.
I would assume so as well, unless they bring him back in the Mandalorian. Well, that might be the big crossover event you're talking. Maybe. No. That could be if they extend it that far.
Well, when you think about it, Ahsoka's going against the Empire, the Mandalorian's going against the Empire, and the Rangers of the New Republic are definitely going against the Empire remnants. So I guess it wouldn't
Yeah.
make it like, oh, they're all fighting the same, group. It's just divided, like, you know.
Yeah, not excited for the show.
You're
Not
not?
particularly. I mean, I'm kind of, but I don't really care
Only
for
for
Ahsoka.
Thrawn and Ezra, though.
Yes, pretty much. I don't really care for Ahsoka as a character. I did not like her in The Mandalorian. I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, you didn't like Ahsoka in The Mandalorian." I just didn't feel like she just felt kind of weird, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just don't like Ahsoka in general, so. I mean, that's as good
Yeah.
as it is for me.
I mean, she's just kind of. I don't.
I think you said it
Let me-
best. She's like really overhyped, but she doesn't have the skills to back it up.
Yes, she just has luck, if that makes any sense. She always gets lucky. If you look into Clone Wars, it's just various accounts of luck.
There is no luck.
I know.
Yeah, but it's just Will the Force, Lincoln. All right, let's move on to the next one. Don't want to get too stuck
Okay,
on
let me
Ahsoka.
say, I'm excited. Okay, excited for Ahsoka. I just wish they would have presented Ahsoka better within The Mandalorian.
All right.
Okay,
So Andor. Now let me start off by saying it's
Very
been
excited.
directed by the person who did the Bourne movies. So I don't
Okay.
know if you've seen the Bourne movies, but they have really good fight choreography.
all right. So discount what I said about the director for this one. I think this one has a pretty good director.
And also, it's a spy show, so that's pretty cool.
I think this will be a pretty good show, even though I don't know if it'll be the most popular show, but I think it will be a pretty good show for the people who do watch it.
Well, I think Andor was kind of a character that people didn't like. You know, because
Yeah, I know.
people either liked him or you didn't like him because his morality is he's morally ambiguous. He's a morally ambiguous character because he's a spy, right? And they have to do some stuff like they have to, get their hands dirty and stuff like that. I mean,
Very
you
true.
see in Rogue One that he just like kills his own guy, you know, and he does what he needs to do to complete the mission. So you're probably gonna see him doing some possibly dark stuff to get the job done for the Republic. I mean, not the Republic, the
That's a
Rebellion.
that's a very good point you just made. I particularly what Rogue One was not particularly my favorite movie, but it wasn't the worst Star Wars movie, in my opinion. I know a lot of people, Rogue One is their favorite Star Wars movie. That's what I've heard, which I disagree. I think there's a lot better Star Wars movies, but I can see why some people like it a lot, if that makes sense. So I think it's going to be very um, good for the people who do really like this movie that they get this show, and I'm glad that Disney thought of those people.
You may see a lot of the figureheads. Like I don't know, you might see I was gonna say Saw Gerrera, but no, Saw Gerrera isn't part of the rebellion. He's kind of doing his own thing.
Yeah, and they met him in the Rogue One, right?
Yeah.
So this is going to be the past, obviously, of Cassian Andor because there's no future.
Yeah, you may see what's his name? Organa. Bail Organa.
Bail Organa. That'd be really cool. This is a different type of thing where I would be more okay with the politics coming into play
And Admiral Akbar. You may see Admiral
because
Akbar.
it's a spy show, if that makes any sense. Like,
Yeah.
I think politics are for particular shows, right? And
Mhm.
considering this is a spy show, I think it'd be appropriate to put more of a political side on it. And also, I'm a really big fan of this era of Star Wars, as I think most people are. Um, it's in between. Uh, it's in between
3 and 4.
A New Hope and sorry, not a New Hope is not Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, right?
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith is the third one. New Hope is the fourth.
Which is a really good era, and a lot of people want to see more. So I think this will be awesome.
Well, a lot of these
What's your
shows, so far, The Bad Batch and or both of those shows are going to be taking place in that transitional phase that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's a great point, and it's going to be awesome to see that.
And Ahsoka and the Rangers of the New Republic are going to be taking place after, during the Mandalorian's era. So so far you have 2 shows for each era, which that's
That's
something.
Lando.
Yeah. So before we get to that, let me say I don't know when this is going to be taking place. So I feel like it is. Do you think it's going to take place after Solo, or do you think it's going to
I
take
would
place?
imagine.
Do you think it's going to take place after the rebellion?
Okay, so since it showed the Millennium Falcon, or Falcon, or however you want to say it, I think it's going to be before Solo.
You think?
I think that's a pretty fair assessment considering it showed the Millennium Falcon.
Maybe Han Solo's the young Han Solo is going to show up there for a bit as like a cameo, side character for a second or something like that.
Which Lando is a really cool character. I don't care what you believe. Lando is an awesome character. Like,
Yeah, no, he's a very cool character for sure.
I think most Star Wars fans like Lando. So this is gonna be awesome.
I mean, Lando has always been like a kind of a character that will stab you in the back, but he does it with like swagger, you know?
I know he's just so cool in that way. So my question is, are we gonna get Liam Nub?
Oh, I hope so. That'd be great.
If we don't get him, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. Not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, he's only he's part of the rebellion. He's not with Lando's crew, though, you know.
That's true, but he should have a cameo within the show, in my opinion.
Liam Nub. If you guys don't know who that is, that's a pilot who I don't know what his species is. He wears like a red rebellion outfit, pretty much. and he's just a really cool pilot guy.
And he kind of works with Lando, doesn't he?
Yeah. There he helps pilot the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, so that would be very exciting.
So, next show, Visions. They said
Okay,
it's
so
gonna
this-
be Japanese anime style. So how does that make you feel as a person who doesn't want to watch anime?
So, just me being the person I am, I really like the artwork of anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the part I can't really get into is the over the top ness or and also the I guess I heard this gets better as you watch anime, but the subtitles.
Yeah. The subtitles at first, it's like, having to read along with it, but after like watching it for a couple of years, I just like it's second nature. It's just like, oh, I'm reading it just fine. Because like at one point, like you get lost in it, where it's like you don't even like think about you reading the subtitles. It's just like, oh, you're watching this person talking, and then sometimes, like if you watch the English version, you're like, oh, he's gonna say this line, but the English translation, like the way that the characters say it, they say it completely different, and that's what gets people upset. Because it's like, a lot of people like the subtitles because the wording is better than the way that than the words the English actors are using.
That makes sense. But I think this is gonna be awesome visually. It's gonna show more of the Star Wars universe, which is amazing, which I always love. Just gonna be an amazing show. I'm just
Because
calling
it's
it.
going to be a
This is gonna-
collective of different stories, right? So like you could see stuff from like the Old Republic all the way to, I mean, after the First Order. I don't know if there's really anything after that, but
This might be one of the best shows on this list for sure. I think it may be behind one show, but it may end up being one of my favorite shows.
mm-hmm. Rogue Squadron. That's the movie. Going to be directed by the Wonder Woman lady.
Patty Jenkins,
Yeah,
right?
Patty Jenkins.
Which I really like her. I like what she did with Wonder Woman. I think DC does a very good job in hiring. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I think recently DC's done a good job in hiring directors. James Wan as Aquaman director, I think that was an amazing choice. And Patty Jenkins as Wonder Woman director. So I think this is going to be a really good show because of the director, but also I think it will show an interesting side of Star Wars, which is piloting.
Yeah. I think I
Um,
pretty much agree with everything you're saying. I'm just a bit concerned that like she may have been like a one-hit wonder kind of thing. I need to see
Yeah,
Wonder Woman 84 to like have faith, you know?
I get what you're saying, and we're recording this obviously a week before, or we're not even recording it a week. It's a little over a week, so this may be coming out when Wonder Woman, near the time Wonder Woman's coming out. But when we see that, we'll definitely have our confirmation if this movie may be good. Which there may be a certain style to it.
Is it
I
is it
don't
gonna
know
be
how-
in movie theaters like near where
Um,
we are?
I believe it will be in movie theaters, but also you can watch it on HBO Max for a certain price. If you have HBO Max, you get to pay a premium price on top of the.
I know I have
already.
Amazon Prime and the video service, and they actually have HBO on
Mhm.
there, so maybe it's there.
I don't know.
I don't know though. If it's not there, I don't know. You and I could set up a thing. We could go watch the movie, but you probably want to watch it with your girlfriend. You don't want me third wheeling along.
Yeah,
With
we've been waiting a while for
you.
it.
It's okay.
Um,
You could go ahead and have your girlfriend. I'm just gonna watch it alone on HBO Max or something, you know. But
so getting back to this, Top Gun.
Top Gun.
Top Gun's Top Gun's been an amazing movie for me. I've loved Top Gun. I
You
love the
want Top Gun in
soundtrack.
space.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna necessarily be Top Gun in space, but
You want a bunch of shirtless guys playing volleyball on the beach
no.
on Tatooine, right? Is that what this is?
Okay, that would be pretty cool. Gonna not gonna admit that. But
Okay.
playing volleyball on Tatooine. But I just like the idea of fighter pilots was what I'm trying to get to. And I think it's great to have a movie about that because Top Gun was a really well received movie, right?
Hmm.
And it still holds up to this day, in my opinion, as an all-time great movie. So I think it's a great choice for them to do this because there's not a lot of fighter pilot movies.
Definitely not in the Star Wars universe because you don't really see them flying because, as Obi-Wan says, flying's for droids. So
Hmm.
it's not as important. You do see that in the Clone Wars TV show, though. You see a lot of, well, not like middle in the middle of like the series. You see a lot more of the space battles. Then they kind of just stop showing that. But yeah, you don't really see it very often. So I think it'd be really interesting to see like space battles on the big screen.
Okay, I totally agree with you. Let me finish off this show by saying the thing I don't want from this show is a Poe Dameron that can just evade everything and destroy
Well, you don't want
everything.
a
That's
Guatemalan
what I do
actor?
not want. Well, no,
Gosh, how dare
I think
you,
he's a really good actor.
Just
But
joking. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's a really good
No,
actor.
he's a
But
good
it's
actor.
just he was the
Too
way they
overpowered.
used him. Yeah,
Yeah, like he's like somehow a
Acolyte.
better like I just want to say Poe Dameron's can like
He's a better pilot.
than like anyone apparently. He's
Yeah.
just, I mean, it's like okay. The Acolyte. Let me get this real quick, okay? Let me just say, it's taking place in the
My
high.
prediction.
Wow.
Sorry, you said let me just say, and I was like, you know what? I gotta say something.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
go for it.
Wow. Wow, Lincoln. What a dirtbag. What a complete dirtbag. I'll never forgive you. Nah, but I just want to say, it's taking place in the High Republic period, which for people who don't know, I don't remember if it's. Pretty sure it's before the Old Republic. And the High Republic period is like the golden age of Jedi. So there's not gonna be like Jedi warriors. They're gonna be like in their golden age before the Sith come back.
I don't. Okay, you think it's before the Old Republic? Is that what you said?
I'm pretty sure that's when the High Republic is, because it's like the like
So
I think anyways. Let me fact check.
I think I might have to disagree with you on that one.
Is it?
I think it's when the Jedi Order for like 1,000 so odd years had peace within the galaxy. Because that's when the Republic was at its highest, if that makes any sense.
Let's see here. The High Republic era is was a period of time that lasted for around 200 years between approximately 300 BBY and 100 BBY, in which the Galactic Republic was said to be at its height. Okay, so that's after the Old Republic. That's my bad. But it's
Yeah, that's right, William. Or
okay.
maybe it wasn't
Sorry,
1,000, sorry. I said
sorry,
1,000, so I was technically wrong too.
but you were definitely closer. So
Hmm.
that's my bad. But yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting because that's like the golden age of the Jedi. Still, they're still not gonna be Jedi warriors, you know.
Yeah.
Probably see Yoda.
Yeah, probably. The thing that gets me about this show is when I think of Acolyte, I think of Night Sister.
You don't think of a Sith acolyte, you think of a Night Sister
Night
acolyte.
Sister.
That's
I don't know
because
why that's
no, I know why. It's because that mobile
Yeah.
game. That's why.
Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's the Night Sister Acolyte.
That's why.
But a Sith Acolyte, there are also Sith Acolytes. What would be interesting, since this is the highest point of the Jedi, right, or the High Republic, Golden Age of the Jedi, if a Jedi
Falls in love with
fell.
a Sith acolyte. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, I was going to say falls from the light into the dark and
Oh.
seeing everything they face. Because we haven't had that at all, because we've always been like, oh, the dark side of the Force is bad. But the dark side of the Force is not bad.
Well,
Not
it's
necessarily.
acolytes. It's gonna be
Um,
about an acolyte. So what I'm thinking is probably kind of what you said, like a Jedi during this golden age of the Jedi might run into like the Sith of the time, like the guy who's hiding in the Sith, and he might turn to the dark side.
Who was before Plagueis? Plagueis.
He was.
Who was Plagueis' master?
I'm pretty sure it was like one of those Bantha canteen guys who'd playing like an instrument.
Yes,
one of those
that
guys.
is the guy. And he
Yeah.
had red force lightning too. What's his name?
Yeah, I forgot what his name is, but I know he was all about technology though. He was very much
Tenebrous.
into technology.
Darth Tenebrous, right?
It sounds like it.
That'd be interesting if he was in the show. But he would not. I don't think they'd do that because Darth Tenebrous. There's obviously Plagueis, so it could be a show about Plagueis. But I don't think Plagueis was ever a Jedi, was he?
Have you? You know what? We'll finally. Well, we will all get turned to the dark side because we will all know the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
The man who
that's
lives
what's gonna
forever.
happen. Yeah, we're gonna see Darth Plagueis the Wise. No, maybe I don't know.
If they did a Darth Plagueis show, that would be amazing.
I mean, you would see a banking clan member just like use force to.
True. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't think he's that. I mean, he's interesting, but like his cover story is
Yeah,
boring.
I get what you're saying. I was thinking from the point of like he set up the whole trilogy, or the whole next two trilogies basically.
He set up the chosen one.
Yes, he just basically set up the whole what we know of Star Wars, in the movie sense.
And he did it as a banker. What a amazing
Okay.
man.
A droid story.
That's another movie. I guess the main character is a droid that's being led by C-3PO and R2-D2. I gotta be honest, I'm not interested at all.
Not interested at all either. I hate C-3PO. The more I watch Star Wars, the more I hate C-3PO. He just whines all the time and is just like, R2, what are you doing? And then R2's like, I'm just like, you go, R2.
But he's what's it called? He's able to speak in this many languages. Come on. What are
I
you
don't
talking
care.
about?
He's just he's so annoying.
You'll always
That's
know
such
what
a-
everyone's saying when he's with you.
That's true. It's just, he's an annoying character in my opinion. I really like R2-D2. I do not like C-3PO.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they would even be doing in this story, though. I have no idea.
I know.
They're going on
and
a secret
okay.
mission.
I swear if the Lando show is him and that droid, I will literally be
Oh.
so upset. L337.
If this is
I
before
hated-
Solo, that thing's gonna be there, Lincoln.
I hated that droid. I was, and now makes me like the Millennium Falcon a little bit less because that's the computer within the Millennium Falcon. I'm like, that used to be such a cool ship until I learned its internal computer was that droid. You know?
The Millennium Falcon isn't trying to free the other ships in the shipyard.
It's just such a dumb concept because I understand there's like a droid problem and I understand that relates to life and like discrimination within certain races and stuff. But that's just so dumb. That character
Well, let me
is so
tell
dumb.
you, someone had to program that robot to think that way in the first place. So who's the guy that's like, I'm gonna make a robot who is self-aware and wants to be free? Why would you ever do that? Because literally, you program these robots. It's not like it just all of a sudden wants to be free. You programmed it to do that. And what's worse is
don't know.
Lando the whole time is like, oh, I'm just gonna let her talk like this. He could literally get her reprogrammed. He's just like, I'm gonna let her, keep doing this.
But I think that was a joke of the movie. It's just like, he's gonna let her do this, and then she dies, and I'm like, thank God. Thank God.
That this droid did. Nah, but yeah, the droid story is the one I'm least excited for.
Agreed. Maybe.
Maybe. Which one do you know?
Depending-
Ahsoka, right? You don't want to see Ahsoka?
Depending if Lando has
Oh.
the droid in it.
I don't know.
But that would still be a cool show because Lando is Lando. But that droid, I hated that.
Okay, well, let's talk about
Okay, let's go.
the man,
I'm so excited.
the
Sorry.
myth, the legend Ewan McGregor reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'm so excited for the show. I think everybody is so excited for this show.
I'm also
Obi-Wan is
happy
such a cool character.
that Hayden Christensen's returning. I actually am
Me
very happy
too.
about that.
Hayden Christensen's awesome too. I think he doesn't get enough credit because just I think he did a good job. It's just the lines in that movie were terrible. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I hate saying.
I mean, let me tell you
words.
something.
rough.
This movie's may have an agenda though that may ruin it. Let me tell you. I saw a video probably like a month ago where they're doing casting calls, and there's a co-star with Ewan McGregor in it, and it wants like a person that's not white and not male to be the co-star. And I'm
That doesn't
like,
matter to me.
no, it's like, well, why would you specifically do that? And it's like, and then like I look at that calling cast, it's like super politicized because they're looking for major minorities to be in it, which is fine. I just don't want it to affect the movie because Ewan McGregor is the main star. This is an Obi-Wan Kenobi
Yeah, you
show.
don't want it to be a.
I don't want the
political thing,
co-star
like
to
how-
take over the show.
Yeah, for sure. I get what you're saying. Like, and if they do that, that'd piss every Star Wars fan off, guaranteed. Because Obi-Wan deserves his own show, and if they don't give him the spotlight he deserves, Disney's gonna get a lot of backlash.
What I want to see in this show is Obi-Wan dealing with like all the stuff he dealt with in the comics, obviously Hayden Christensen's going to be in it, so it's going to be like a thing where it's like him coping
The,
with doing what he did to Anakin and stuff like that, He's going to be
the
haunted.
new comics or the old comics? Because they came out with a series.
Well, okay, the
an
old
Obi-Wan series.
ones where he had like he fought like a bad Wookiee, he fought Dark Jedi,
Yes, okay.
that
Okay.
stuff.
I
I
would-
want to see that stuff.
This should definitely be the best show. If this is not the best show, then Disney is doing something wrong. Obi-Wan is a fan favorite. He is like one of the best Jedi. There's just no really
If they had
good reason
Quinlan
why this
Voss
should
in
be a bad
this,
show.
that'd be pretty cool also.
Huh?
If they had Quinlan Voss in it too.
Quinlan Voss? No, Obi-Wan does not like Quinlan Voss though.
No, but like I'm pretty sure Obi-Wan deals with Quinlan Voss. If
Yeah,
you know what
they
I
don't like
mean.
each other. Yeah, they don't like each other.
Well, yeah, because he turns to the dark side also, so
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
but
to see.
that would be really interesting. Very, very interesting.
I mean, I for
so
sure
excited.
Hayden Christensen's being there just to like be like a phantom to Obi-Wan to haunt him. Man is gonna be going through some stuff. He's gonna see that. He's gonna see that little kid. 'Cause
You are
10
my
years
brother,
later.
Anakin.
So he's gonna see he's gonna have like his space binoculars. He's gonna be like hiding behind a sand, like a
They're
rock
called
in the
micro
sand.
binoculars.
Sorry, the micro binoculars, and he's gonna be staring at just a 10-year-old Luke and thinking about how he thinks he killed his dad.
That would be crazy. I hope the show's good. I don't hope it's too like political. I hope it's like a show where Obi-Wan just like kicks butt and does Obi-Wan things like just,
Well, they can't do the Darth Maul thing anymore, which is sad.
that's fine with me. I think the Darth Maul thing, if they brought that into live action, like say they had like it would be awesome if they kind of finished that with the show with the Darth Maul thing and brought it into live
But
action.
you
'cause I
see
think
it
that'd
in
be-
Rebels though, which is why you can't have
Yeah.
it. Because they're relating
you-
more stuff like that now.
Well, yeah, but for sure. But what I'm talking about is if they say Obi-Wan is ending the show, which it probably be like 5-6 years maybe after it releases.
Oh no, this is a special event thing. It's like one season only.
It would be cool if they ended the
Well,
show.
they may extend it further though, depending on how well it does. So I mean, we'll see.
If they don't extend it, that's a major flaw. If the show ended with him fighting Darth Maul like that'd be a good ending because it would show how much Obi-Wan has grown, and that would bring it to more of an audience than Rebels.
Obi-Wan also carries Qui-Gon's and Anakin's lightsaber with him. So it'd be pretty cool if he was holding a green lightsaber. I'm only saying that because green lightsabers are the best lightsabers, but imagine Obi-Wan with the Qui-Gon's lightsaber.
Yeah, I don't understand why Obi-Wan has a blue lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean, blue lightsabers are cool and all, but like green are cooler. And plus, Obi-Wan's more of a Force guy instead of a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You're saying he's more of a consular than a warrior.
Honestly, he should have a yellow lightsaber, but that's a different story.
Well, we don't talk about yellow red lightsabers anymore. Rey's taken the yellow lightsabers off the table now.
All right, you ready to watch these trailers?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been like almost like an hour, I think, actually. So let's watch these trailers. It does go into a little bit of a Disney thing in the later half of our stop before that. Okay, so this is the Bad Batch trailer. Our first look into it. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
The Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire!
Impressive display.
Tarkin?
Yeah, Moff Tarkin.
He was in the show. I know. And he liked Anakin.
It's a
So.
Bad Batch.
Oh,
Opinions.
it's alright. Alright.
It's alright.
I kind of had a better concept in my mind, if that makes any sense.
I think it looks cool though.
Yeah, cool. But not as good as my head anticipated.
I imagined it being more about the transitional phases. It seems more like just
Yeah.
like combat.
Action. Yeah.
So far, okay. How has this affected your perception negatively? Right? You feel less excited about the show, or more excited about it?
I don't know. I don't think I have a fair claim to either way because I haven't finished the show. So I'd have to say I can't have an opinion quite yet.
For me, having seen the final season, I have to say this actually gets me more excited, but for different reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm less excited about what we were talking about before, but I'm more excited because it looks good. You know?
Okay. That does make sense. I guess. A little bit.
Okay. So we're doing the Andor next. Yeah, not all of them had
this is gonna be
trailers.
awesome.
So there was like teasers and stuff like that. This is the official first look. So
Cool ship. Cool ruins.
Everything I did for the rebellion.
Rogue One, in many ways, it's a film that connected new audiences with the oldest fans.
That's very true.
It was a bittersweet feeling, you know, on the premiere, knowing that it was just one film.
oh, Krennic might be
But
in
then
this.
magic happens, right?
As you
Oh,
can see, we're
that'd be
getting
awesome.
ready. We're building stages, we're rehearsing, we're training, we're
Death
trying
Troopers,
costumes,
Shore
we're doing
Troopers.
everything to make sure we do the best show.
Yeah.
I'm really excited having the chance to explore Cassian. It's really fun to go on a set that is emulating something you like so much.
The enormity of this is like doing a big feature film.
It's very cinematic. For me, that's where the excitement is.
12 episodes, 12 scripts, over 200 named cast members, over 6,000
Wow.
people, a lot of creatures that come in from the creature department.
We treat
That's
this
awesome that
exactly
if they have
like we
more
would
aliens
a
coming
film.
in.
There is
Well,
no
it looks like
difference
it's
in
got a
our
good
approach.
budget.
Every
So
creature
I'm
and
expecting
droid that we've been building
good stuff.
has the same care.
I'm expecting some cool
attention to
aliens.
Detail. It's the
Yeah,
previous
Mandalorian has
films.
pretty good aliens.
It's
So there
huge,
should be.
it's
I would
thrilling, but
agree with
also
that.
it's wonderfully challenging.
There's tons of possibilities to explore. It is the building of a revolution.
Man, he has a lot of good stuff to say about this. Like, just like really good points on the show. You know?
Yeah.
Like he did that. It did connect old and new Star Wars fans. I would say that's a
Yeah.
good point.
I would say that too, because it connected new people to it by showing stuff that happened before the original. So
He showed a lot of knowledge on Star Wars with the things he said. So that's
I think he's
exciting to
gonna
have
do a
someone.
good job.
I think he did a good job beforehand, but it makes me more excited that we have someone with this degree of knowledge about Star Wars, or just what it means to people playing the
Well,
role.
one thing is this: what I was talking about before, like we see the dark side, like kind of like the spy kind of thing. In the very beginning, it showed the Rogue One thing where he's like, everything I did because for the rebellion. So I mean, you might be showing him doing some stuff. I hope they show him doing some like dark, morally ambiguous stuff. I really want to see that. I really do. Yeah.
I know you like that stuff a lot. This would ideally like a really gory Star Wars.
No, not really gory. Just it makes you think. I want you to
Oh.
think. I want you to see something that's like
Yeah, so like what is the
sort of
rebellion? Rebellion is founded on this stuff that
about
happened
terrorists.
here. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is interesting. But I do think it's going to be kind of strange because they do have this political thing going on where the Empire is like superior to the Rebellion. Just in Star Wars lately. Are you feeling me on that? Like,
Do you in what way are you?
they have a little concept going on in The Mandalorian. Like the Empire is definitely superior to the Rebellion because of this, this, and this.
Well, I don't know if it's like a superiority thing. It's more like they're, even though they're remnants, they're still super strong. Is what I'm feeling. Like there's still something
Yeah,
to
I
be
get
like
that.
to fear because they're still really strong. They're still doing stuff. They're still unified in some way. You know.
Yeah,
Especially
I
with
get
the
what you're
most
saying.
recent Mandalorian episode that we haven't talked about on the podcast. Because I don't know if you want to do like the next podcast we do. Like the next Mandalorian one we do the final 2 episodes probably.
That's the end of the season, right? We'll just review
Yeah.
the season. We can do that.
Yeah.
Very cool show.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. It's 2022 though, so like that's.
I hate when they release stuff like that, you know?
Well,
Especially
at least
with
we
Corona.
know. At least we know.
Because now with Corona, I'm like, 2022, it might get pushed back.
Well, you see, I
You know?
remember we were talking about this like way earlier. We're like, you're telling me 2020 sucks, but 2021 is gonna be really good because all the movies and stuff are coming out. No, they're all coming out 2022.
Yeah, I know. Because everything's getting pushed back farther and farther now. It's just crazy.
Yep. So you're gonna be excited
Alright.
for the next one.
I'm really excited for this one.
Rogue
really excited.
Squadron is the next. It's not. It's like a teaser thing where
What do
it's
you-
like
Basically this, right?
basically, but I think shorter. I think
Just
I
a
think
little
it's
less.
shorter.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't even know. Very cool. Didn't open up in space. I hate it.
Top Gun. They're on an airport.
I think that that's because I grew up the daughter of a great fighter pilot, and every day I would
Oh,
wake
that's
up,
gonna be
go
cool,
outside
then.
and look up, see my father and his squadron taking off in their F4s, roaring across the sky, and it was the most thrilling thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Still I've experienced in my entire life.
I wish
So,
you on roller
when he lost
skates.
his life in service to this country, it ignited a desire in me to turn all of that tragedy and thrill into one day making the greatest fighter pilot movie of all time. But try as I might and look as I did, I couldn't find the right story ever. I kept looking and looking, but
What
I
is she
just
doing
couldn't find
right
the right
now?
one
She's putting on like a.
until now.
So,
Now I found a movie about two
kinda
things
looks
I
like-
love. So I'm going to see you very soon.
Oh,
That doesn't fit her head too well.
yeah.
See, that's
okay,
what she was putting on. Okay, that's what I thought she was.
Oh, that's sick that they have a X-wing.
You see, we could actually have ships like that.
X-wings are overrated. We need some more Y-wings, you know.
Yeah, I think those bombers, V-wings. That's where it's at, dude.
I
That's
thought they
where
were
it's at.
B-wings.
B-wings.
Okay, so hearing her talk about it, it makes me excited that she does kind of have a connection.
Yes, but is there going to be
So
a lot of death then? Like, how what's she going to do with this? Is there going to be like no deaths because of her incident with her father, or is there going to be more deaths because of that incident?
I think she'll understand death. I think it's very appropriate within a fighter pilot movie to have death because
A
fighter
lot of
pilots, that's a
deaths.
risky job. Like, a lot of people die doing that. It's really hard.
Yeah. I mean,
Right,
I don't
is that
think
the last one?
Let's see. Is it the last Star Wars one? Yes, it is.
All right, those all looked really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited for all these.
I am too.
All right, so that's all we have for you guys today with the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry if we talked a little bit too much. We're just really excited about the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah. So if you guys like the
comment
video,
down your opinions below. What's your favorite or what show are you looking forward to the most?
if it's not Obi-Wan,
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. William and I are looking forward to Obi-Wan. If you like Obi-Wan, comment your second favorite maybe. Like I'm really excited for the Visions or Acolyte. So comment down, tell us what you think.
Yeah. So if you guys like the video, you should like and subscribe also, because we'll be releasing a lot more on our new channel. This is what's going to be on. So, alright, we'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time.